Is it beginning to look like baking season yet? Let's bake some amazing cookies. These are some fudgy, chocolatey brownie cookies that are also grain-free with simple ingredients. Let's start with a flaxseed meal egg, which is flaxseed meal mixed in with water until it gels up. Then add in your sweeteners such as maple syrup, cocoa powder, almond butter, which makes up your wet ingredients. Then add in some almond flour and starch and mix in and let this mixture sit for a bit. Then add in some chocolate chips, a lot of chocolate chips. Chill this cookie dough so that it's easy to scoop. Then use an ice cream scoop or a cookie scoop to scoop onto a parchment lined baking sheet, top with some flake sea salt or some more chocolate or some crushed candy cane and bake. Holiday baking cannot be complete without some thumbprint cookies. These are not your average thumbprints. These are peanut butter and jelly thumbprints with a few simple ingredients. Mix in all the wet ingredients, some warm non-dairy milk, maple syrup, and peanut butter until well combined. Then add in your dry ingredients. Then mix into a dough and chill. Then scoop individual portions and roll into a ball. Then press onto a parchment lined baking sheet with a measuring spoon. Use a deep measuring spoon and use the size that you want your jelly filling to be in the cookie, small or large depending on your preference. Then fill them up with some warmed raspberry preserves or other berry preserves and bake, and you're done. The next in line are these pumpkin ginger cookies. They have a ton of flavor from the gingerbread spices, a little bit of pumpkin puree, molasses, and all the goodness of this season. Mix in all the wet ingredients such as your flaxseed meal, pumpkin puree, molasses, sugar, gingerbread spices until well combined. Then mix all the dry ingredients such as flour, almond flour, baking soda, and salt. Then add to the wet and mix into a dough. Oil your hands and shape these into flat discs and place on parchment lined baking sheet. And bake and done. For some refreshing flavor, try these lemon chia cookies. You can also use poppy seeds instead of chia seeds in these cookies. They make for a really pretty cookie. Mix your wet ingredients such as non-dairy yogurt, sugar, oil, lemon zest and juice, and some chia seeds and mix well. Don't let this mixture sit for too long, otherwise the chia seeds will rehydrate and absorb all of the moisture, and this will lead to a really dry dough. So add in your flour, baking powder, almond flour, and mix in really quickly and shape into your cookies. Shape into flat discs and place on a parchment lined baking sheet and bake. You can also top these cookies with a little bit of granulated sugar for an extra crunch. A few more festive cookies like these gingerbread men that are grain-free and use only a few ingredients. Some snappy ginger molasses crinkle cookies are a must. These easy coconut oil sugar cookies. Some cinnamon roll cookies. These gluten-free chickpea flour chocolate chip cookies. These caramelly cowboy cookies. And these marbled chocolate pumpkin spice snickerdoodles that are also grain-free. All of these recipes are linked in the description below. Or on veganricha.com. Let me know in the comments what you're planning to bake this holiday season.